Welcome to We Wine Whenever. Grab your glass and join 3 Jersey Shore housewives, Wendy, Kelly, and Lori, as they dive into everything from Bravo drama to life's everyday chaos. It's unfiltered, it's hilarious, and it's the real talk you've been waiting for, from relationship to pop culture. We drink wine whenever, and we hope you do too. Don't forget to subscribe and give us a 5-star review. Cheers! Welcome to We Wine Whenever. I'm Wendy.
I'm Kelly.
I'm Cousin Gina.
We are talking about McBee Dynasty, Season 2, Episode number 9. 1 episode left for the season. This one's called Russian Invasion. Oh, yes, that's a good title.
It sure was.
That's a good title. Good title.
Yeah.
We start out where we left off with Jesse talking to Alli about, his anxiety attack. And she's saying that she really wishes that he would have talked to her about it sooner, but she's very thankful that he is talking to her about it now. So I don't know if you ladies saw it. Us Weekly just came out with an article. They were on, I don't know if they were on the cover, but they did an article with Us Weekly. And Alli talks about that she was pregnant. She was pregnant for the wedding. Jesse had the secret. The production didn't know. The cameraman didn't know. Most of the family didn't even know.
So Jesse knew while this was filming. When
Jesse
he had
knew.
the anxiety attack, he knew she was pregnant.
That was part of the anxiety attack. Jesse knew, Alli knew, and that was part of the anxiety attack. And we said that, she had to have been her. It was early on, but they knew that she was pregnant and they knew that she was expecting a girl. And so that added to all the stress of planning the wedding and the prenup agreement and all that. So I was very glad to see that they came out with that story because, we kind of thought,
we figured it because of how close the little babies were born to each other. Yeah. And I took a close look at her.
You could see a little bit.
Episode, just a teeny bit.
But she was the beginning.
If you weren't looking for it.
No, and it's her first pregnancy. It's not like it's your second when after your first one you pop right away. So she's still beautiful. Absolutely.
She was being extremely understanding throughout this whole conversation. Like, her confessional broke my heart, but she was making it easy for him to keep talking and saying how he felt.
Absolutely.
But, like, knowing that she was pregnant at the time and, she didn't show any signs of, like, are you fucking kidding me? You know what I mean? Like, that would have been my reaction. She was so understanding. Like, what a good demeanor she has.
She really does. I think that, honestly, I hate to say it, but I really think that they are the perfect couple.
Well, see, now that's the pressure that
I know.
he was feeling.
I know.
The long run.
True.
They're in it for the long run.
It's so true.
No, I think they're going to be just fine. I mean, I think they're going to defy the odds of high school sweethearts, right?
I do too. Yeah. Because, despite what he grew up with his parents, his mom is a rock star. She's an absolute rock star. So
she proves that this episode for sure.
Yeah. So like you said, in her confession, she's crying. I mean, I would be crying too.
She offers to postpone the wedding.
Yeah. And doesn't even give it a second thought. Like, if this is something you need, this is what we'll do. And he's like, listen, like, let's just do we're going to get through this. We are going to get through this. There's no need to, we've done all this planning. They're at the finish line at this point, right? They're right there. So they go forward with it. The next thing we see is Stephen Jr. and Jesse are building the arbor. I didn't realize it was
Jr. can really dance well, can't he?
Yes.
He said he took lessons for 9 months.
Yeah, he did.
They paid off, Stephen Jr. You look great.
I wonder what he was taking lessons for. I'm thinking he thought he might get Dancing with the Stars after Joe Millionaire.
Maybe.
No, he actually said on his podcast that he couldn't do Dancing with the Stars because they were asking him if there was other reality shows he would want to do. And they mentioned Dancing with the Stars. He's like, no, I can only do the 2-step. Like, that's it. Line dancing, the 2-step. He's like, that's about it.
I can't find their podcast.
Oh, I'll send you the link.
Thanks. I was looking for it today.
Yeah. I didn't realize the arbor was an octagon shape. When I think of an arbor, I think of like a arch, right? Isn't that what you think?
An arch. Yes, that's what I thought they were building.
Yeah, so when I
was confused because then he was building the boxes to dance in.
Well, no, that was no. So the arbor itself was an octagon shape, and then he came back, and Steven took the pieces away from it, and he put the boxes to dance in, and was
To
messing up
teach
the
him how to,
octagon.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I so love that scene. I really
Me
like
too.
them.
I thought that was a great scene.
They really are a close-knit family. They are
Yeah.
really a family that, hangs out together and likes each other.
Yeah,
And
I
I
like
didn't
it.
realize, so Steven said that Jesse had a construction management degree. Who knew?
Yeah.
I didn't know. Then we see Cole's in the fields. He's looking at the soybean pods. This is the last day of harvest. And, they need to get everything harvested and get it out to wherever they send it off to so that they can make this $6 million payment. And at this point, we're not sure if it's going to happen. Like, they're worried about it. And listen, I can understand that. That's a big nut to crack their $6 million payment.
I loved watching them harvesting the fields, watching the combine pick it up and shoot it into the
I
truck.
love that too.
I
Yeah.
mean, they have to be right next to each other. Takes a
Yeah.
lot of skill to do that.
Yeah, for sure.
I love that. I want to see more of that.
Yeah.
And I do have a feeling, he's done a couple interviews. What interview do I listen to him? He did a podcast with Ryan Bailey. I listened to him on Ryan Bailey. He doesn't give anything away, but I do think, I have a feeling season 3 they started filming, or it films already. I have a feeling he's not giving it up yet. I think he's not allowed to, but I wouldn't
Yeah.
be surprised because there's
What
so much we
happened
need
is
to
they may
know.
be the production company may be filming it, but Bravo hasn't picked it up yet.
I mean, why wouldn't they pick it up though? I mean, this is like a huge hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they took it from CMT or whatever station it used to be on.
Ryan even asked him, like, "Are you guys doing a reunion?" And he's like, I haven't heard anything about it." And Ryan's like, "Listen, if you guys don't, I'd be more than happy to host the reunion for." Like, I don't know if you've
But
ever
what do
listened to
they
Ryan
need a
Bailey.
reunion for? Honestly, I hope they don't do a
It's family.
reunion.
They don't need a
Yeah,
reunion.
it's
Family. And
It's
you know
family.
what the reunion does? It just brings up old bullshit that's just going to cause a problem. So I
No.
hope they don't do a reunion. Just
No.
let this family be. Let's just
Andy may
enjoy
do it
this
just to have
family.
the Cowboys in the studio.
Yeah, well, I
mean,
could see that.
listen, I'm here for that.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think they need to do a reunion.
No.
We don't. I mean, just give us the
It's
next
not
season.
going to give us anything.
Just give us the
No.
next season. That's all. Give us the next season and
Yeah,
give us
let-
more than
let
10
them-
episodes.
Let them be
And
their
don't
family.
make us wait a year.
Right.
Yeah, don't make us wait a year. We need more than 10 episodes. We want more of the family. We want to see more of Tessa. We want to see the album
Who's
that
Tessa? I saw somebody
Tessa,
comment on
I
one of
know.
our posts.
So Tessa she has been on the farm for 20 something years. She's like a second mom to the boys, and she's the one who brings the fuel truck out and refuels the combines and refuels the trucks. She drives the fuel truck, but she's also the one in the morning making sure that they're all eating. She is like the mother of, like, the farm mother, for lack of a better, like, and the boys said, like, she put her career on hold to stay on that farm and be with that family. Like, this is her family. I mean, she has her own family. Don't get me wrong, but we want to see more of Tessa. Like, I love Tessa. I love.
I'm sure
Tessa.
she'll be at the wedding, correct? So she'll.
Oh, absolutely, 100%, 100%. So we find out the next we see Christy, Alli, and her mom and Jesse are at the catering facility. The guest list count is at 169 right now, and Jesse said, "And no Russians." And they're tasting the food. I know, I thought that was funny. They're tasting the food, and when they're done tasting the food, Jesse's is like, I have to go back. You guys can do the tablescapes. I have more work to do. And his mom goes outside with him when he's leaving, and he starts asking her, he, has a conversation with her about the prenup. And Christy says, "I'm not for it. I've known her. I've known her mother. We've known her. She deserves everything that she's going to get if you get divorced. This is yet another reason why I love Christy. You know what? She's a strong boy mom, but yet she's a strong woman for other women."
I heard her
she
break
called
it down.
She said, "I know where this came from," and then they show her ex-husband.
Yeah.
She broke down how much Alli would get, and she said it's a lot of money, but percentage-wise, it wouldn't kill us.
Right.
She
It's
said that girl.
12.5%.
She goes, "I don't think it's ever going to happen, but if it did, she deserves it."
Well, especially now that she's having this kid.
Right.
Yeah.
She definitely deserves it.
And not for nothing, if Galyna has 10%, why can't Alli have 12.5%? Alli's already been there for 12 years, right?
Yes.
And okay, now Galyna's 10%. I keep hearing the boys say they each own 25% of the farm. I think Galyna's 10% is from the car washes.
I think it's from all of
I
the
don't think
businesses.
it's the farm, because the boys say they each own 25%. That's 100% of the farm.
Hold on, though. So,
I'm
does
thinking
the
it might be
father
the
have any
car
percent?
washes.
Does the
I
father
don't
have any
know,
percent?
but 4 times 25, unless the youngest brother doesn't have a percentage.
Well, no, what I was thinking was, so if Galyna had 10%, then the brothers would have 25% of the remaining 90%. Like the remaining 90% would be cut into 4.
Right.
You know
No,
what
I
I
know what
mean?
you're saying. Listen, the math is not mathing. Let's just put it out that we don't know exactly what their business structure is. We don't know. He has said that they have a lot of businesses. He mentioned the car wash. He said that she was very instrumental with that. I know that his big focus was the meat plant and the meat production and the cattle, and not worrying about the crops. So I don't know if she has a piece of the whole big pie or if she only has a
Right.
piece of the car washes, but
It
whatever
could
it
just
is,
be the car wash.
she does have
That's
a financial she does have
primarily which
yeah,
sorry.
she does have a big financial interest. I mean, 10% is 10% of
Yeah,
whatever it might
exactly.
be, right?
Whatever it is, it's 10% of whatever it is.
I also like that Christy said that if you brought this up to Alli, it would devastate her. I like that she said that, because I
Yeah.
feel like I think that's one of the reasons Jesse was having the anxiety attack. Is
Right,
because
he
Because
knew.
Alli doesn't know about Galyna's 10%?
No,
because
because
she doesn't know about the prenup. The question
right.
The
about the
prenup. Okay, yeah.
Like, he was having anxiety over the thought of bringing it up to
just the
her.
question, right?
Right.
To have that conversation. I wouldn't want to have that conversation.
No way.
And the next we see, we're back in Kansas City and Stephen Jr.'s place, and Kalah's there.
Well, that's his place?
Yes, yes. So he has a
It
place in the
said it
city.
was his farmhouse or his city house.
It's a
One of
city
them.
house. It's his Kansas City. I think it's an apartment. Like, it seems like it's
So, wait a minute. So, Kalah has her own apartment that
in
Christy's paying
Dallas.
for, and
In
Stephen Jr.
Dallas. In Dallas. Her own
Where she's
apartment
from.
is in Dallas, Texas. He
But
has an
she was
apartment.
not there. She was at Stephen Jr.'s
She was
apartment.
at Stephen Jr.'s in Kansas City. He has an apartment in Kansas City. I don't know if it's a condo or whatever, but it's like an apartment in
But
Kansas
let me
City.
just make a statement about Kalah. If my sister just died and she left a 3-year-old daughter, I would be saying, F this reality show. I need to be in Dallas with my niece. I know
So,
her mother, but her mother is
yeah.
probably in her late 50s, early 60s. Raising a 3-year-old has to be a
Not
lot of work.
necessarily, though. Not if Christy's 51. Kalah's
Right.
mom could be the same age.
Yeah, but it's still old to be running around after she needs the help of her daughter. I could
Listen,
never,
you
ever
ain't
leave my
lying.
sister's
I couldn't
child
take
like
care of a
that.
3-year-old every day at my age.
I would not leave my sister's orphaned child to go film a reality show. Sorry.
I'm wondering, like, was she already under contract for this? Like, that probably, but she's not on a lot. So
No.
maybe when she's not filming, she is there helping, because she's
I
really
hope
not
so.
on. I mean,
I hope so.
I just came into this. I didn't see the beginning of the season. I just listened to your guys' podcast, got caught up, and then started watching. But it doesn't sound like she's been on a lot.
Well, she was last season. You should watch when you get a chance in between seasons. You should definitely watch the first season, because you'll get a better picture of the whole thing.
Right.
Listen, I don't think, her niece's name is Harlow, and she's
Love that
FaceTiming
name,
with
by the
her.
way.
That is a pretty name. I don't know, Kelly, and like you said, you couldn't, it would be hard, but you know darn well if you were needed to run after right today.
Absolutely.
And just like Gina, you know what would be hard, but if somebody needed you to run after a 3-year-old, you would be right there to do it. And
Absolutely.
so would I.
Leave that 3-year-old side.
Exactly.
If that was my sister's baby, everything else in my life would be on the back burner.
Right. So
Absolutely.
if you were needed to do it, regardless of what your age or what your condition or your finances, you would be there to do it, right?
Absolutely.
I said I would have quit the reality show.
But my impression, and I don't know Kalah, I really don't know her. I don't think that I think she's a me person. I think she is a me person. I don't think she thinks of others. I think she puts herself first.
Exactly.
I don't see her doing that. I don't see her having that in her. Again, I only know what I've seen of her on these 2 seasons. I don't know her from before. I didn't watch her on Joe Millionaire. I've seen her social media post. I've seen, she still feels like she's owed something. And someone I mean, you're not owed anything. You're not owed
No.
anything. So,
No, but she definitely doesn't seem like the type to go run and
no, she's not that person. She's not. She's not.
If that was Casey or Alli, we'd never see him again.
Right. No, exactly.
Unless they went somewhere else to film them.
Yeah. So Kalah says she's in a weird position because Steven keeps asking her to go to the wedding and he wants to get back with her, she's saying. I mean, I can see him giving that mixed message. I can see him saying he doesn't at this point still where we're watching him now, he's not confident to be alone. He doesn't want to be by himself because he's the one who keeps letting her come back. He's the one who's inviting her. He's the one who's, he's the one bringing her back. Despite what he knows and what his family's saying, he's the one who wants it. So
they
Yeah.
can't quit each other.
Right.
well, they have. At least we know that they have for now. Like they're done. They're not together. I will
It
tell
looks
you.
like that now. In
Yes.
real
Oh, it
time.
does now,
He
like on
says it
social
in real
media.
time.
He says it. He said it. He said it on Watch What Happens Live. He said it on the Ryan Bailey podcast. They are done. They are not together. I will say this. Also, all over social media, there is that country singer that keeps like posting. He's already addressed it. That is not. He's not with her. She uses AI to like put his face on other people's in their video. Like he was not even
She
in
does a
those
great
videos.
job.
Well, I mean that's AI. I
Wait,
don't know
who are
that
we
she
talking
does
about?
it.
Kalah?
No, I'll
No,
tell you
so
in a
there's
second. Keep
there's
talking, Wendy. I'll
there's
pull it.
a country music singer. There's a pretty blonde girl, and she does these videos, and he's like in the background, or he's like I think he's even
Dancing
kissing
with
her
her?
or
Who's
dancing. They're
Steven
dancing.
Jr.?
Steven Jr. Right. So, and it's
Okay.
all over social media. And people think that they're dating and that they're together. They are not together. They are not dating. He is absolutely single. And that stuff is all AI generated, which is
See.
crazy. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
Her
it's
name's
crazy.
Sadie Bass.
Yes, that's it.
Sadie. This is
And people comment on our
her
posts.
photograph. This
Yeah.
is
Yep.
TikTok.
She's
Yep.
very pretty.
She's very pretty. People comment on our post about her. Oh, that he's dating. And then other people are like, no, she's not. Like they, back
Sent
and
you
forth.
that in a PM 2 months ago.
I
said,
know,
I
and
don't think he's with Kalah.
And I sent it back to him. I'm like, nope, this isn't real. Like you have to really
I
dig.
know. I had to go back and really look.
AI's crazy what you can do with it. It's crazy. So then we see Christy and Michelle, or no, Christy keeps getting text messages from Galyna while she's out with Michelle. Galyna texts about how she's worked with the boys every day and completely respects her decision, but she feels like, she really wants to come to the wedding. I'm going to say this. This is the ballsiest thing I've ever seen.
I can't believe that this bitch is texting
Anybody.
this woman and saying that she wants to be at the wedding. I mean, honestly, I know we'll get there. I can't believe the balls on Galyna, period.
Yeah.
You were sleeping with him while he was married to Christy.
How about
So
Christy
your
when she showed her last
reaction
text?
to everything going on is wild to me.
Yeah. Yeah. Christy
Did you
says
see
her
when
last
Christy
text.
showed the last text?
2019, and she already knew about her and Steven being together, and she asked about cleaning my house. Cleaning
And
her
she said
house.
she was a good housekeeper.
She said she was a hard worker. She said she was a hard
Crazy.
worker. And then they flash a picture of Galyna, I guess, in 2019. And I mean, 2019 is 6 years ago. She looks so much younger in that picture.
She looked a lot younger.
Right? I mean, she looked like she was 20 years younger. And I know that sounds crazy, but she looked a lot younger in that picture.
Yeah.
Not 6 years
younger. If you
younger.
look at Galyna from last year to this year, you'll see a big difference. And I think
she
it's
had
too much filler.
she had like fillers. Yeah, that's what I was
I
gonna
think
say.
she used too much filler in her face.
Yeah.
Her face looks too round. But I have to tell you something. Eastern European, Russian, Slovak skin, you don't get wrinkles. My father's family, all Slovak,
Yeah, like she
not a
probably
wrinkle in
didn't
'em.
need it.
Right.
She probably didn't even need it.
Mm-hmm.
Probably didn't. And that ruins you.
Yeah.
But Masha came around. She's got to do whatever she can.
Well, before
and you
that
know what
happened,
I hate? You know what I hate? people on social media calling her Marcia. It's not Marcia, it's
I
Masha.
know.
It might be just spell check. You might type in
Yeah,
Masha,
Right.
that could
because
be.
Masha's not a word. Because I know every time I type in Galyna, even on my Google Doc, it always spells it wrong, and I go back and I
Right.
change it, and I don't need to because it's my Google Doc, but it drives me crazy.
Right.
But it's
Right. Me
probably
too.
spell
It
check.
would me
It's
too.
probably it just automatically spell checks. But before that happens, Christy, I love it in her confessional. She said she did a really good job of dusting our family photos. I was like,
Yeah. Yeah. That
Christy.
was good.
I
That
was
was
like, there you
funny.
go,
That
Christy.
was good.
And she's
Didn't you
like,
think Christy was going to bring up the prenup to Michelle?
I didn't.
But she was going to bring it up and be like, listen, just so you know, and I could tell you this is coming from my ex-husband, but Jesse is not going to do it. But I
No,
guess it's better that she didn't, but I thought she was going to.
I didn't
I'm
think she
glad
was.
Alli didn't hear about it before the wedding. Or I hope she
Yeah.
does.
No, I don't think she's going to. Once he had that conversation with his mom, that was all he needed. He just needed somebody on his side because he didn't have anybody on his side. You know, his father was pushing his brothers and they were on that train and he was on it alone. So as soon as he got his mom, he's like, "Yeah, I'm good." Right? That's what he
Right.
needed.
Yep.
That's all he needed. And
Yep.
as soon as Christy signed on, he was like, "Okay." I knew then, as soon as she said it, I knew then that, he was good to go.
Right. Right.
But Christy says that, listen, this is about the kids. What I love about Christy is that she's like, she always puts her kids first. She always puts them first. It's about the boys. If they want her there, then she can be there. And that's, that's what she left it up to.
Yeah. She really is a rock star, Christy.
She
She
really
really,
is.
really is.
She is. She really is. So then we see it's the last. Okay.
I'm so sorry.
No.
I did want to ask you both because I have only watched 2 episodes. Has there been a scene where Christy and Steven Sr. have been in together?
I don't think so, but I saw them sitting next to each other at the wedding in the previews.
Okay.
No, we haven't seen them together. No.
Okay. Sorry. I was just wondering.
The mother was not, Christy was not in it a lot last year. She did make
Okay.
one or
We
two
didn't see her at all.
appearances.
No, she wasn't in it at all first season.
I thought we
Okay.
saw her in just a brief
No.
background with the younger brother.
No, we did not see her at all. Not until the
But
second season.
you know what? I think those boys had to go to her and say, "Mom, Dad can't film this year. We really need you. We need that
Right.
parental image."
Right.
Listen, I don't think that she wanted this. I don't think she's that person that needs to be in front of the screen, but when her boys need her, she's there.
Yep.
And
And
she
if she
shows
really
up.
didn't want to do it, they could have had the other who pumps the gas. What's her name?
Tessa.
Tessa could have stepped up a little bit too, but
Yeah, but no, Christy needed to be there because she's so awesome.
with the Galyna thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now we know it's the last day of harvest, and Tessa gives them their pep talk, all the guys there, that, this is the grand finale, the last day. They got to get all the crops out so that they can bring it. And she tells them, like, this is it. I love that. I love that. So Stephen Jr. says that him and Galyna have been watching the yields and they're seeing what's coming out and they're cutting it close. And then the next we see all the boys and their women are all together and they're all making dinner and they brought back all the seasonings from when they went to Nashville and they're doing it on the steaks and they're trying it all out.
Who's Jake?
Jake is a farm worker, but he's
not
integral.
related.
He's not related,
He's
but
like
he's
a
in a lot.
brother.
He is like a brother because he goes to Nashville with them. He goes to dinners with them. He goes bowling with them. He goes the Top Golf wherever he's like one of the brothers.
Okay. Well, his girlfriend is adorable, and I love her name, Tegan.
Yeah,
I love that name.
Yeah, I think, and that's another thing. I think season 3. Let's learn more about Jake and Tegan. Right?
Yeah.
Let's learn more about Tessa. Let's learn more about Jake and Tegan. But Stephen Jr. announces that he was nervous going into the fall. The row crop side wasn't growing great and wasn't sure it was going to work. But the soybean in the beginning wasn't so great. But in the end, it really came around and they're going to be able to make the payment without a problem.
God.
And
I was getting a little bit of anxiety.
I know, right?
Everyone looked so nervous sitting there.
Yeah, because listen, I mean,
last year when they were sitting there, they were told, "No, we can't make this $6 million payment."
Shit, really?
Yeah. So, I still think there's this tension. I think this is what they're trying to show us, but I don't think that there's this the Cole Stephen Jr. tension that Cole made the decision to lease the land. Cole's the one that's on the ground. He's the one that's in the fields. He's the one running the combines. He's the one planting the seeds. He's the one managing the farm crew. He's the operations manager. I think that's his actual title, right?
And he needs to be able to make decisions like that.
He needs to be, well, he should run them by his brother, though. I mean, if your brother's in charge, you should just run them by your brother and not just, run out and do it. But I think they want to make this into some kind of tension. And it is a bit of a tension because Stephen Jr. is the one who is running the show and making the financial decisions. But Cole still is like his father and wants to be the one who's saying, I'm the big man on campus and you're not going to tell me what to do. So I do think that that's something that we will see because I think that's like naturally where they are in their family. I just hope Bravo doesn't make it to be more than it really is.
Yeah, like we don't need a Teresa Melissa situation on our hands.
No, we don't. No, we don't. Like, let's just let it be.
And Bravo will do it. Bravo will do that.
Let's let
it just care.
Let's let it be what it actually is, right?
It's nice to see families that everyone loves each other.
Right.
And there's no, we can't have this one in the room with that one. I'm talking about the family, not the Russians.
Yeah, no, it's the family. And they, they're there for each other. One calls, the other one drops everything. That was another, it was like, I think it was 2 weeks ago. Cole was supposed to do the podcast with Stephen Jr. and Christy wound up doing it, which was when I got a lot of information because that morning Cole's dog got out and the dog died. The dog got hit and killed. And
so sad.
Horrible. Like they were all devastated. But you know what? He called up Christy. Christy got herself over to the farm or wherever it is they do the podcast. And she made it happen. Obviously, Cole is still in their hearts. And, the loss of the dog is horrible and sad. But like these are real life family problems and real life business problems. And they solve them. And this is why I love this show. This is why I love this show. And to all of our listeners and viewers, I'll actually put the link to the podcast in our podcast because you need to listen to the podcast too, because we get to know what's going on right now. Like, because they're on it and they're talking about it. We also find out
Stephen Jr. say it's almost time for Dad to come back.
Yeah, he did. The car wash because the car wash. Right? Well, no, because the car wash. So we'll get there. But
we're under the pretenses that he's away on vacation, like he's not around. So he may be returning, coming back
because
to
of
town.
The litigation.
No. We know. No. We know that he's away because it's already come out on the show about the FBI investigation, and then he's not around because of that. But he's been in Nashville working on other things, but he hasn't been on the farm.
And they sold the Nashville house in real time.
They sold the Nashville house. Yes.
They got like 1.2 for it or something.
Yeah, like I want to say 2 weeks ago. He also announced that on the Ryan Bailey podcast. But Stephen Jr. also, we find out that, he screwed up with the Arthur Bryan with the brisket deal, and that deal fell through. Remember you were asking, I wonder if it went through. It didn't. It fell through.
That's a big deal.
It was a big deal. But they're still going to focus on the cattle. It's nice to be able to make the payment. And now they know what they did wrong with the brisket deal. So there's other Arthur Bryans out there. You can go get other big steakhouses. There's other big steakhouses you can go after. And I think he will do that, It's trial and error. It's a young business. They're young guys. You're gonna make mistakes. Right?
Right.
I'm going to volunteer to buy some McBee meat and test it out.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds good.
Remind me, text me if I forget, because I forget if I don't do something immediately.
All right. I got a lot I have a lot to text you, Gina.
You have a lot of homework, Wendy. I hope you're taking notes.
I'm taking mental notes. Which
what happens when you have old friends. Our brains have lower retention.
So then Stephen says, listen, there's still a lot of debt and there's still a lot of work. The car wash is finishing up soon. And with the car wash finishing up, that means that their dad is going to be coming back because he was a big integral part of that along with Galyna. And he says also on the Ryan Bailey podcast, that's one of the reasons that they did diversify and go into the car wash business because farming is so, what's the word?
Cyclical.
Not reliable. Yeah, it's not reliable. I mean, it's so weather dependent. There's so many variables that you can't control. So they wanted something that they would have that was stable. You know, I guess cars are dirty all the time, right? You always got to wash your car. So that's why they went into that business. The next thing we see is the car wash, and Galyna's there. It's the grand opening of their last car wash that they're building. I love her daughter. Her daughter's there. All the boys are there.
Thank God her daughter was there.
Yep.
What's the first
Irina.
thing her daughter said to her? No drinking.
No drinking. Yep. Listen, I like her daughter. I like that she's there and she's holding
Level-headed.
her mom. Yep, holding her accountable. You know, we know that they bet the farm on it because the VC deal fell through. And Christy called up Jesse the day before and said that Galyna really wants to go. And Jesse talked to Alli. So the day of the car wash, Jesse shows up and gives Galyna what he could find left of an invitation and lets her know that she's invited.
It was just the
half the
top
invitation.
cover.
Yep. Yep.
Whatever. She was happy with it, so that was nice.
Yep.
I'm so glad she had that in her hand when Masha showed up. She was like, I have an invitation to the wedding.
Yep.
But
Yes.
they don't say
Yes.
anything, but Masha is Stevens Sr.'s +1, I'm assuming. Did you think they told Stevens Sr. don't bring
obviously. Her? No.
Masha, no.
Stephen Jr. was showing the
No.
They're showing the security, the picture of her. She's not allowed in.
They do not want Masha there. No, Masha is
way.
not
What about
welcome there.
Stevens Sr.? Do you think
Stephen
he
Sr.
wants her there?
knows. No, he knows that she's not allowed there. He knows.
he
Just like she
better.
wasn't allowed in Nashville, he does
And
not.
she was there.
But yes, but he doesn't want her there. Listen, I don't think we're going
it's
to
your
see.
kid's wedding.
I don't think
She
we're going
went
to
to
see Masha
Nashville
next
without
season.
permission. She went to the
I
car
don't-
wash without it.
I don't think Masha's going to be there next season. That's all I'm going to say.
But
I don't think
Galyna
Masha's
will
going to be there. Well,
All right,
Galyna's got 10%.
We'll get to it. We'll get to it.
What happens?
Well, Galyna says that she always wanted an American family, but you probably shouldn't have gotten that American family by sleeping with the father that was still married to the mother.
Yes.
Find a single man.
Yes.
I mean, come on.
Yes.
You slept with your boss while he was still married. You wanted the American family that bad?
Okay, you know what?
6 years later, 7 years later, I still give Christy a lot of credit for not knocking her out. I couldn't be in the same room as her, let alone film a TV show.
For sure.
So the interesting thing about this, Galyna. So I listened to Galyna on the Heather McDonald show, right? And you did too, Gina. Yeah. And she said that she met him at a car wash and that she was dating him before she was working for him. Stephen Jr. on the Ryan Bailey show, a whole different story. Want to hear that story?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I bet you do. I bet everyone does. You guys need to listen to We Why Whenever because this is where you're going to get all the information because I'm out there looking for it. So, Stephen Jr. said that they hired a consulting firm to find somebody, and Galyna was brought in as a consultant. They had no idea that she was dating their father when she was brought on.
What was she a consultant for?
That's too coincidental to me.
For the CFO position, for the position that she's doing. According to Stephen Jr., he said this on the Ryan Bailey podcast because Ryan Bailey asks the questions, which is what I like about him. He's like, well, what happened with Galyna? Like, was she dating? Like, how did that happen? And he said, like, we did not know. She was working with us. We saw what a good work ethic she had. She came on as a consultant and we made the deal with her. And then later we found out that she was dating their dad.
Okay, this is how I think it happened. Somebody 45 years HR experience. Steve is sleeping with Galyna. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
She's cleaning the house, whatever the case may be. So now they're looking for financials. Stephen Sr. calls a consulting firm and says, I want you to send this girl, and here's her resume. I've done it. Not boyfriend stuff, but if I wanted somebody hired that I met somewhere or the boss wants his cousin hired, bring him in as a consultant. That's the way it's done. No doubt in my mind. When you just told me that story.
Yep.
Yeah, that's how it happened.
I mean, she probably wasn't cleaning the house at the time.
There's no way out of all the people
rest of the family
in that town,
probably didn't know who she was, right?
Right.
And Stephen met her somewhere, started sleeping with her, and then did what Gina said.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Then she
because if
started cleaning that. She's like, I'll be your CFO and your housekeeper.
and the boys are dumb as a stump if they fell for that crap.
Well, it doesn't sound like Steven Jr. did, right? No, he's the
No.
one that told the story
No,
about the
he's the one who
consultant.
said that.
Yeah, he's the one who told the story. He's the one that's selling the story because that's what he said. He's like, you know, she came on as a consultant. We really saw her work ethic. We saw how good she was. And then we offered her this position and we gave her equity in the company because she was going to be pulling all this stuff together and getting us this money.
You don't have to give an employee equity in a company. That's
No,
what their
No.
you got
salary is
hired to do
for.
a job. We're going to pay you a
Right.
salary.
I mean, listen, I used to get stock options, but
Well, that's
Okay.
different. Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
different. It's something you have to pay for, and it's not a
But were you
percentage of the
sleeping with
company.
anyone for the stock options?
Oh, no.
Absolutely
I got to
not.
tell you something. When I saw people sleeping with those bosses, I said, it's easier to come to work and work hard every day than to sleep with that old man.
Man, I'll tell you what, not where I am now. This is probably the first law firm I've ever worked at where I have not thought somebody was sleeping with somebody else.
That's
Paralegal
amazing.
sleeping with an attorney. This is the first law firm I've ever worked at where I don't suspect that is going on. And I've worked for quite a few law firms.
I like to hear
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, not where I am now. No, totally legit. Definitely not happening here. But prior, 100%.
Every workplace I've ever been at.
Uh-huh.
And the people doing it are the ones that should know better, like the attorneys who are vice presidents of human resources.
Right.
Yeah. So I don't know if
Unbelievable.
we'll ever really know the real story of
Right.
how
It's going to
Galyna.
be one of those
But
things.
I just gave you two different stories that I heard from Galyna and Steven Jr. And you guys can look them up because they're on, national podcasts that I got the information from.
And somehow she was still cleaning their house.
Exactly. Exactly.
And
Well,
that was
she's a
in
hustler.
that was in 2019. So we need to we could probably look it up. I don't know if we can. What year did Galyna become the CFO? What year did that happen?
Yeah.
Because Christy said they weren't divorced until 2021, so it probably didn't happen until after then. So if she was, listen,
Who cares?
And Christy
right.
wasn't living in Gallatin for a lot of years. She was
No, she
living
wasn't
in the
living there.
city to work.
No,
Yeah.
but her family pictures were there. I can just tell you
Yes,
that.
they
That's true.
were. And so were her
And
sons.
Yes. So then
Masha shows up at the car wash.
with her Porsche, just as they're about to cut the ribbon. I just was like, you have got to be kidding me. Steven Jr. standing right next to Galyna. And she says, please pray for me. Steven Jr. says, stay calm. Stay calm. And
I like
that's
how
what
the boys, they treat her very well.
They do.
They really do. And it's very surprising knowing that she was sleeping with your father when he was still married to your mother. And Galyna, you lose him like you get him. So you can have the wild reaction you're going to have, but yet Christy's allowing you to go to her kid's wedding. Like, get your shit together, Galyna. You did the same fucking thing.
Yeah. So Galyna does the ribbon cutting and then she walks away and she's all pissed off. And then you hear her say, fucking whore. Her daughter says she's at a business setting. She needs to be professional. Her daughter is telling her this.
Uh-huh.
She said, go do your job. Her daughter is telling her this.
And the daughter's probably about 22.
Yeah.
She's young.
Yeah. Her daughter's telling her, there's people here that matter, that are watching your behavior. Go do your job. Cole's talking to Jesse and saying that Masha showed up and she needs to not be showing up to events like this. And she doesn't. She has no part in this. But then we find out that they ran into her at a gas station and she said that she was doing some marketing. So again, maybe that's another consultant.
Right. That
right?
Steven Sr. brought on. Yes.
Brought on a marketing consultant called Masha.
Yeah.
And Galyna's probably
He's just giving jobs away like candy.
Galyna's probably writing the check as the CFO to some consulting firm, which actually going to freaking Masha.
And it's Masha.
Her former best friend.
Holy cow.
How funny is that? How funny is that?
I mean, Masha walking around with the investor, like that was a lot. Like
it was a lot.
She shouldn't have been there. And thank God the boys agreed with that. But
I didn't see the boys doing anything about it.
Now you're just overstepping. Now you're overstepping.
A lot of it's done for the camera. But in a real situation, the boys should have stepped in and gotten her out of there quietly.
I totally agree with you.
But how could they? I don't know how they could have.
Listen, what is she going to do? She's going to fight with them?
Mhm.
If they're the owners of the business, they're asking you to leave.
But they have cameras on them and they're mic'd too.
It was all planned. Just like her showing up in Nashville.
Probably.
Or text your father and say, "Get your girlfriend out of here."
Right.
Well,
And
Steven
how about
Jr.
Galyna
says,
saying she's tired of being the bigger person?
yeah.
I'm pretty sure Christy's the bigger person in this whole scheme. Like,
I'm
sorry, Galyna. You don't have much of a leg to stand on here.
Right. Now, meanwhile, there's 3 bankers there, and they still need $30 million in loans. They're still trying to get loans. So Steven Jr. brings up to Galyna that, you're going to the wedding. She's not. Like, he's trying to bring her down. Like, he's trying to, like,
yeah, he's saying all the right things.
Right.
Yeah.
Trying to bring her back in. So one of the investors, Taylor's, goes up to Galyna and says, listen, that interest only that you asked for, that's going to be approved, which is huge. When you're looking for big money and you get a loan that's interest only that you have to pay, that's huge.
What does it mean by interest only?
You only pay interest for, I don't know, sometimes it's 10 years, sometimes it's a certain amount of time.
So you're not paying the principal off?
You're not paying the principal. So you're only paying the interest for $30 million. Because what your hope is that you're going to get the big windfall and be able to pay off the principal. So that's really what the hope is. After that investor walks away, Galyna goes over to Masha and says, "What are you doing here?" Masha says, "What are you doing here?" Galyna's like, "I built this place." And Masha's like, and she says, "Oh, I'm also a part of the wedding. I got the invitation right here." And she waves it in her face.
That's so
I loved it.
Meanwhile, she's calling her a scum, a whore, a prostitute. Masha says the banker's right there looking at you. I'm like, God, she's right.
Yeah, like, what are you doing?
Then get your prostitution whore ass out of here.
Then
AKA
Masha goes over
Danielle.
to Irina and says, "I saw you on the video with my car." Irina said,
She
"I
said
wasn't
it to
there."
her daughter.
Yeah, Irina. Her daughter's name is Irina. She's like, "I'm going to law school. I'm going to law school. I don't have time for this." I'm glad she's going to law school. Irina says to Masha, "I'm 22 and I'm smarter than you'll ever be." Bang. That's it.
Yep.
She's right. Yep. She's right there. She's absolutely correct. Right. She's right. Yep. Galyna's like, and now she's beating herself.
I'm saying glad she's going to law school because the way her mother is acting, she's going to need an attorney on call.
I was thinking the same thing.
I mean, honestly, I feel like they're all going to need some good attorneys.
She might want to pay attention to those criminal defense courses.
Yes. Yeah. So Galyna says she still feels like she ruined the event. I mean, she did a little bit. She did. Yeah, she did.
She should have kept her shit together.
So then the next thing we see is the rehearsal dinner. And they're looking at the seating chart. And Alli asks Cal if Kalah's coming. And Steven Jr. says yes. So we know Kalah's going to be there. I didn't know Steven Jr. was going to be the officiant of the wedding. I love that.
Yeah, that was
I love
cool.
that.
I married Kelly's mother.
That's right.
Did.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
So you could be an officiant too.
I
just
am
like
an
Steven
officiant.
said.
If anybody would like, I'll do it for free if it's within 20 minutes of my house.
There you go.
And you just had to go online and get a certificate, right? That's what Steven Jr. said.
It took as long as it takes you to type in your email address.
I love that.
That's pretty funny.
So,
and I could do anything a priest can do. I could baptize
you
people.
Can give last
I've done
rites?
funerals. I could give last rites.
Really?
I have the documentation of everything. Yeah. I have a minister parking thing hanging from my car. Believe it or not, there's a lot of places that have minister parking.
That's great.
Interesting. Very interesting. So Alli wants zero drama for her wedding day, as she should. The wedding planner is told that Masha is not allowed at the wedding. The only Russian allowed is Galyna.
Here's her picture.
He shows her a picture.
They show her a picture. Do not let this woman in. Alli asks, how the car wash went, and Steven Jr. said Masha showed up and ruined it. Jesse and Alli are talking about the plan when they get back from Hawaii, so we know that they're going to Hawaii for their honeymoon. They have to figure out a way to, be together and live together. Like, where are they going to live? And I think that that's important. I definitely think that they have to figure that out, but they're going to figure it out, right?
Well, it looks like they did.
City house. Yeah.
Well, she said she's gonna move to the farm. She's leaving her family, friends, and job to go live at the farm. Not leaving her job, but moving away from it.
Yes.
Right. But don't forget, She's having a baby. She doesn't need to be driving an hour and a half. She also is a nurse practitioner. She can get a job anywhere.
Right.
And she could even open up her own practice. They live in a small town. She could open up
Yeah.
a small practice and be a general practitioner.
Yeah.
She could do anything a physician could do.
So I think that's actually it's interesting that you just mentioned that. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe we should look this up. So I know a physician's assistant has to have a doctor that they worked under. Does a nurse practitioner need to have a
No.
doctor that they work? They don't. Okay.
I know this because my nephew's a nurse practitioner and he owns a couple of mental health facilities
Okay.
in Monmouth County. And he's a PA, the nurse practitioner. I think it's all the same. It's equal
No,
to
but
like
it's not the same. That's what I'm saying to you. It's not the same. There's two different programs. There's a
he's a
physician's
nurse
assistant
practitioner.
program.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
wrong.
So
He's
there's
not a physician's assistant. I'm wrong. Yeah.
yeah,
He's
the
a nurse
physician's
practitioner.
assistant has to work under a physician. There has to be a physician that they're working under. And you're saying a nurse practitioner can work on their own, which would
My
make sense.
nephew has physicians that work for him, actually.
Okay.
He owns
That's
the
great.
building, he owns the practice, and it's mental health, and he hires physicians because some people need a psychiatrist. You know, there's different
Yeah.
types of
Yeah.
mental health issues. So, yeah.
Right. So Stephen Jr. asked Cole and Braden if they know anything about the prenup, and Stephen Jr. asked Jesse about the prenup. He's concerned that Alli will take 12.5%. Jesse tells Stephen and Jesse
Galyna?
tells Galyna. Stephen and Galyna that's, yeah,
There
I
you
was like,
go.
why does it say,
Autocorrect.
there's my damn autocorrect, that's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. He doesn't think that they need to worry about Alli. And I'm glad that he did that.
Yep.
I'm glad that he stood up for
It's
her.
coming out of his percentage.
Right.
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 Right. Right. Why are they worried about it?
Exactly. Either way, it's his 25% to do whatever he wants with it. And like I said, they're already having a child. He's not going to take that away from his kid.
And you know
Well,
that
and
after they get married, he could assign her the whole 25% if he wanted to.
Exactly.
he can do whatever he
He
wants.
could rip that prenup up.
Right. And Stephen Jr. says, well, I understand that, but this sets precedence for, Cole and myself. Okay, well, that's on you.
Better make better
That's
choices.
on you.
Right.
Exactly.
I think Cole's fine. I think Cole will be fine with Casey. You, I don't know, because you make bad choices. So maybe you need to worry about your own shit and let Jesse and Cole worry about theirs.
If Cole doesn't lighten up on the drinking, he's got a problem and he needs to worry about. Because I don't know, Casey's going to put up with that.
I mean, I don't know. We haven't heard anything. We haven't seen anything in a while. So
hopefully.
Why, he's a bad drinker?
I mean, actually, you know what? You know what I do know? When Christy was on with Stephen Jr. on the podcast, they were talking about how much Cole has matured since that baby has been born. He's like a new person.
That's good to hear.
And you know what?
I'd
Becoming
love
a
to hear
dad will
that.
do that. Becoming a dad will do that. So I don't think we have to worry about Cole and his drinking. I don't.
I'd love to hear that.
Good.
That's wonderful.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Sometimes
Casey
alcohol
deserves
just
that.
isn't good for certain people, you know?
No, some
Doesn't
people
mean
it's
that you have a
not.
drinking problem. I mean, we said this on the Valley. It doesn't mean you're an alcoholic or an addict. It's just not. It doesn't bring out the best side of you.
That's true. So then
But I'm
next
glad
thing,
to hear that he's doing well as a dad.
yeah, no, he's doing very well. They were all saying how proud of Cole they were and how he's like I said, he's matured so much. And that's all you need. And sometimes that's what you need, just a good kick in the ass like a baby. Baby shows
Right.
up and all of a sudden, you're a whole different person, right?
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Steven's pissed when he has a conversation and he walks away. He's annoyed that Jesse isn't doing the prenup. But again, like we all said, it's not his problem.
Yeah.
Then
Let
we
it be.
see scenes for the next week, and we see that obviously Kalah's not there, actually. She's supposed to be
I
there,
have a
but
feeling
she's
she
not.
shows up. She's probably just late or something. I'm sure she shows up.
Oh, that is so rude.
Don't you
I
think?
hate lateness.
I don't think so.
Lateness to a wedding? That's even the worst.
Yeah, but
I don't know. I think she went back to Dallas. I hope she went back to Dallas. And I think that that's probably what Stephen Jr. needed for him to cut her out, for her to say she was going to be there and then not be there. So if that's what
Right.
happened, I'm here for it because she doesn't need to be there.
And if she brings
Right?
drama, she shouldn't be there because Alli
Right.
deserves to have her day.
I agree.
for sure.
Then we see Galyna is under arrest, and Stephen Jr. tells Cole and Jesse that they're under the FBI investigation and there may be jail time involved because the brothers didn't know. Stephen Jr. and Galyna knew, Kalah knew.
Do you think
and
Galyna's arrest has
Christy
anything to
knew.
do with the FBI, or it's just
Nope.
drunk driving or something?
I didn't think of that.
No, I don't think it has anything. I don't think it has anything to do with the FBI. I think it has to do with Masha. But
Okay.
that could be that's what they want us to think right now. Who knows? The episode may come on and it may have something to do with the FBI, but I don't think so because we haven't
And
heard
she never
anything.
gets to the wedding, right? This all happens
don't
before
know.
she gets to the wedding.
We don't know.
We don't know.
We don't
Okay,
know.
that was the impression I got, that she never even makes it to the wedding.
CFOs usually go down with the top people when there's fraud
Obviously.
because they're the ones that sign a lot of the documents. But possibly what he's charged with, just the president or whatever his title is signed it. I hope Galyna doesn't get in trouble for the FBI fraud issues.
Well, not if it's got to do with what you guys said.
I think we would have heard about that by now.
Loan or something.
I think we would have heard, and he already pled guilty to it.
Yeah.
I mean, how many people are you going to charge with it?
Right. Right.
So we're going to have to wait until next week to see what happens, but I love the show. I love everything about it. I want Bravo to get me more shows like this. I want, you know what I want?
It's called The Cowboy Way, and I'll send you the link to it. It's not as salacious.
Yeah, Housewives is getting very played out, so we need something else.
You know what I would like?
I'm so over OC. I don't give a fuck who's lying at this point. I just can't stand it anymore. And even Miami's getting on my nerves.
Well, I agree. The best.
But did you see the coming of
Did you see
the trailer for Potomac?
Okay, we can talk about Potomac here.
I won't talk about the other ones.
Okay, we
Was
can
that
talk
the
about
one I
Potomac
sent
here.
you the text last night said it's going to be boring because there's nothing in the trailer?
Well,
I mean, there's so much in the trailer. There's so much in the trailer.
Monique is back.
Monique is back. Stacy is not divorced, I don't think. Mauricio shows up.
Yeah, Mauricio's there.
There's a lot going on. What are you talking about?
No,
did you see the same
trailer? It's not what I saw.
Okay, you didn't see the same trailer
Salt Lake City was the one I sent you the email. That's
what you sent.
I didn't see the Potomac
You know
trailer,
what? Honestly, I could give or take Salt Lake City, but we'll see.
So, yeah, I'm excited for Potomac to come back. I'm excited to see what happens. I was trying to look at the cast photo, and I'm not sure I even know who all the people are.
There's a couple of new people.
Okay.
There's definitely two. Kiarna's back. Wait, did Jassy get a full-time spot?
I mean, Giselle introduced somebody in one of the...
I think there's like two new girls.
But I don't know if they're full-time. Yeah, well, no, that's fine.
I wonder if we'll see any people from Love Hotel like we saw on OC.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, because they were both there, Giselle and Ashley.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe we...
Who was Mauricio with?
Giselle.
I
mean, he's just in a scene. So
he's just in a scene with Giselle. But yeah, who knows? It's interesting that we get a little bit of Mo, right? No, I'm here for Potomac. And supposedly Stacy's trying to Monique's ex.
Oh, yeah, Chris Samuels.
Chris. What's his first name? I couldn't think of it. Yeah, so I'm totally here for Potomac.
Yeah, I'm here for it too.
All right, so the other idea I have for Bravo, real quick, because we're almost at an hour, is I would like to see not even just more like country farming cattle thing. I want to see other more family real stories. I would like to see maybe like a family like restaurant business. I mean, restaurants, there's so much like just
but we already have Southern Hospitality. They tried that with Candy. They're probably not going to do it again.
How about what the deadliest catch? Not the deadliest catch, but like how about commercial fishing? Maybe not the deadliest catch commercial fishing, but maybe another commercial fishing.
Yeah.
Like on Bravo. And the other side of it, not the fishing side of it, like the other side of it, the people that are at home. Maybe something like that.
Listen, I would like
Bravo, come to me. Ask me, because I have ideas.
Like a beauty salon, like a salon. Like I would love
like the
that.
Tabitha, like the Tabitha coffee thing.
Tabitha's takeover was great, but I mean,
Let's do something
was
else.
So bad and it was so overly produced. But do you remember Jerseylicious? Was that what it's called?
That was done at the place that gave me the worst haircut I ever had, the Gatsby in Greenbrook.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
They were horrible.
But something like that, but real, not overproduced. Like
this
that
is what
one
we
was.
want. We want real reality TV.
I mean, shit goes down in a salon.
Yeah, and it doesn't have to be like families taking down other families. It could just be like The real shit that goes down. There's
I
too
have
much
a
shit that
salon
goes
we could
down.
film at.
Exactly.
A salon,
Melanie's.
you could set up cameras tomorrow.
Yeah.
This is what I want.
All right, Bravo. This is what we want. So just, come see us. We'll give you some more ideas. And until
Yes.
next time, thank you
If
for
you pay
watching.
us. No, I'm like kidding.
Nah, you don't need to pay us. Just listen. If you could get us on Watch What Happens Live Behind the Bar, that would be great.
Yeah, I'd like to.
Our goal, I'm going to tell our listeners what our goal is. Our goal is to get 100,000 downloads per month so that we can make some money. Okay, I know that this sounds a little bit desperate, but we really enjoy doing this. And the only way that that's going to happen is if our listeners subscribe and give us 5-star reviews and download. Like,
where do you want them
everything.
to subscribe at? What is the
Everywhere.
number one?
Everywhere, but YouTube would be great.
We're on YouTube. We have Apple Podcasts. Anywhere you get your podcasts, subscribe to us. Any place you get to listen to a podcast, subscribe
now, is
to
there
us
a difference
and
for
YouTube.
you in downloading and subscribing?
So as far as subscribing goes for podcasts, if you subscribe, it should automatically download it onto your device. And with YouTube, so there are two different ways to monetize it, which is what we're trying to do because we love doing this and we'd like to make some money. That's all.
But
we don't want to be millionaires.
Need to know how to help you. To the
so go to YouTube. If you subscribe to YouTube, then we'll be able to just subscribe. Obviously, watch us and comment. But if you subscribe, we need a certain number of YouTube subscribers to be able to put ads on. Like YouTube will put ads on our videos, and then when you watch our videos, we'll get money. So we need subscribers to be able to monetize the videos that we're already putting up there. Okay. So if our listeners could help us out with that, that would be great. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.